Hi folks, and welcome to part 4 of the PMDG NGX Introductory flight from Sydney to Canberra. Now we're just coming up on the deceleration point where the speed will start having a drop down, like so, and we'll be turning on to our final approach for the interception to intercept the ILS on runway 35. As you can see, we're pretty close to the mountains, high enough that it's okay. So now we're going to set our altitude right down until we intercept that ILS. I'm also going to select the approach on the MCP. That'll pick up the ILS and it'll take over the aircraft and basically bring it down into the runway. Nice and safely. So it's just looking at what the instruments were doing. So we're going to set in one stage of flaps. Speed brake. Arming the speed brake basically tells the aircraft once it lands that the speed brakes automatically come up to help slow the aircraft down. Now we have a single channel that's picked up the ILS, so the turn has basically started due to the fact that it's picked up the instrument wide for the glide scope and the instrument landing into the runway 35. As we continue our turn, should become visible. I believe that might be it over there. It's a bit hard to see at this stage. So we've intercepted the ILS and we're just basically going to let the aircraft do what it has to do to come into land. So now we're going to set flaps to stage 5. And slow our speed down basically so it sits on the number 5 setting just over here. Our reference speed is down here, which is 128 knots. So we'll be coming in to land roughly around that speed. And there's the runway there, and you can see the two lights, white lights. So we're going to set our flaps now to 15, and we're going to lower the gear. Now previously, because I spent the skip part of the video, I have turned on the landing lights. They get turned on passing through 10,000 feet. So I'm going to set my speed to my reference speed for landing, which is 128. And as the plane slows down, we're going to insert one stage of flaps. we get a little bit closer, I'm going to disarm the auto throttle and the autopilot, and I will land the aircraft manually. Everything's lined up perfectly. That's on the pink dot there, the pink diamond there is right on that line, which is correct. And we're lined up there. It's a little bit off due to the fact that we do have the crosswind. So once I take over, I'm going to have to put in a little bit of left rudder just to compensate for that crosswind. So we're at our minimums, we are landing. So I'm going to disconnect the auto throttle and the autopilot and switch that off. Now I'm controlling the aircraft. So once we get over the threshold, I'm going to cut the power.
20, 10.
And let the aircraft slowly down to land. Reverse thrusters are in. Once we hit 60 knots, we'll turn them off. And we're manually braking. Disconnects the auto brake, we'll switch that to off, and we'll slow down and we'll see if we can take this taxiway to the left here. Okay, and that's basically the basics of coming in to land on an ILS approach. So there's the terminal over there, so we'll head up along the taxiway here. So we're just going to clean up the aircraft quickly. We're going to turn the lights off and taxi lights on. Just when we get around a straight part of this taxiway, I'll change views. And I can turn the strobe lights off. Okay, what I just did there was I just turned the APU on, so that's going to warm up basically to generate power for us when we arrive at the gate and shut the engines down, so it can power all our electrical systems. just going to continue in here, and we're going to turn the taxi light off, and make a turn into this gate here. So just trying to get 2 green lights on here. It's very difficult. Looking at this, when that turns white. Okay, so we'll set the parking brake and we'll cut off our engines. We'll switch our power over onto the APU bus. And we'll leave everything like as it is there. And here we are. So this is the end of my video. We've arrived in Canberra, and I hope it was an enjoyable video to watch and a nice introductory to flying a Boeing 737. As I said, it's a very basic demonstration of this aircraft in the simulator. It can be a lot more in depth. I'll go into one of those in another video in the future. Alright, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.